This is Kevin, Gamertag Magil, and I'm bringing you a game of Kill Confirmed on Village. And I'm running with the MP5 with range and rapid fire, because that is the best combination for all submachine guns. That path right there is one I usually take on Village, hoping they'll come out, but they're usually a little bit slower, so it never really seems to work. Here I get lucky, because this guy's probably AA-12 sucks balls, as do all shotguns in this game, except for the Striker. And I win because Infinity Ward prefers submachine guns. Oh, here I have the Akimbo FMGs. I'm a bad person. Can't help it though, they just make them so good that I use them. Of course, that same logic could apply with the Type 95, but I don't use that gun, I just haven't been able to do it well. Here's one thing I've noticed, like that Predator missile took an awful path, or it looks like it takes an awful path because theater mode changes how the Predator records, like how it moves and stuff. And I've got a game recorded where I get the game-winning kill with the Predator missile, and it has a completely different path in both of those videos, so I really enjoyed that. So this is a game where I start off really well, like 15-0 before I die, because my strafing run does work, which it normally doesn't, and I'm not really a fan of that streak anymore, because first of all, it's not that effective really. Secondly, it can give them a ton of kill streak rewards by shooting it down. So you can really shoot down one and get 3 if you're lucky, or really eventually you'll just they might pick them all off and they'll be done. But I was really excited for strafing run, or my idea of what the strafing run was, which I thought would just be like the bombing runs, but the helicopter would go several times, just shooting the whole time and getting whoever was in the path, so that blind eye wouldn't be so effective against it. But that's not what it was, so I dealt with it. Here I ran right to where I put my strafing run down because I wanted to go collect the tags, but my teammate was running that path earlier and collecting them for me, so it was nice. Normally with the kill streaks you gotta kind of do it yourself, because nobody knows where they're dying, but on your mini-map you get the little dog tag symbol to know where they are. There I run into their spawn, and that's always that's one area where they always spawn, and it's a bad decision to run in there because there's always somebody behind that brick wall, and that is great cover for them. It's hard to kill people through the cement, and they just have a great vantage point at every way you can approach them. Although when you look at the kind of kill cam I watched, I actually got killed by the guy I was shooting somehow. But such is life. Now, normally I wouldn't run a submachine gun on this map because there's lots of longer range areas of view. Like right here, like crossing this with a submachine gun, I was not confident that I wouldn't get killed. But it worked out. And there I pulled out my Akimbo FMG 9s before I needed them because they take forever to pull out if you try and do it in a fight. Here, I try to get into a long-range fight with a submachine gun and lose, and then I run into a grenade like a fool. But it really feels like submachine guns lose a lot more damage over range than they did in previous Call of Duties. But I could just be crazy. There I was confused by how that guy shot me. I thought I got turned on, but I was shooting somebody else and then his buddy dropped off the cliff and shot me. So here I am behind the brick wall. I'm going to use this for a little bit for cover, and it is great. And here you can really protect yourself and still reload and just be really in control of the positions. But I do like just this map just with the submachine gun. There's just so much area to cover, and you can just be running the whole time and trying to get stuff done. And this cave area is terrifying and scary. So here I'm running into where they're spawning basically, and I'm going to survive somehow. That guy was an easy one. Here I'm going to turn on this bro. I think my helicopter helped me kill him as well, so that was nice of them. And here I get to drop a Predator missile into their spawn, which is at the end of the tunnel. And that's the path of that is made way crazy by the theater mode's replay, because I dropped it right on that spawn, like I didn't almost drop it on top of the cave and move it left and barely get it out. It's always funny to watch. For me, it's funny to watch the way they decide to make the Predator missiles move. It's always like the worst possible route they could have taken. Hate when those tags disappear right before I can get to them. hear one of my helicopters doing work. I think it's just the strafing run right now, but it is going to town again. Just every once in a while you get lucky with the kill streaks and you're playing against people who don't take them down and they just actually do what they're supposed to do, and it is amazing. Although lately I've been running into a bunch of people who are perfectly willing and able to shoot down kill supports, and that's air support, and it's always disappointing. I mean, I'm glad they do it because when they're on my team they're going to be useful, but there's just nothing like those games where you're just against a full team that just seems to have no clue that you can blow up the air support and just lets it go to town on them. So delightful. And the strafing run is definitely a kill streak I'm not a huge fan of. The one I've been liking a lot more recently is the assault drone. The only disappointment I have with that is that you gotta wait for a care package, but the care packages come a lot faster in this game than they do in the other Call of Duties, so it doesn't seem as bad. It's definitely not a good choice for kill confirm though, because it's hard to get the tags unless you have a teammate who's falling around your assault drone, and really for any of the objective games. It's really useful, just like the Juggernaut or a Riot Shield guy, just to have that cover and being able to get them. Oh, there that guy tried to blow me up, but I got him. And coming up, I'm going to get an awesome kill cam. It's this double kill. It's nice that I got to whip out the FMG9s in the kill cam as well, instead of having them prepared and ready to go. So we're going to watch me kill this guy in slow motion again. I like that. Always nice to get the double kills in the final kill cam, even if it was with the OP FMG9s. But solid game where I go 35-4. I hope you guys enjoyed.